how to look legit as a contractor, how to have a company that looks good, that looks trustworthy, good online presence. Do you even need an online presence? Do you even need a website and stuff like that? If you guys don't know who I am, I have managed more than $60,000 in ads for construction specifically, and I have booked more than 930-ish estimates at this point myself. I thought of the idea of making this video ever since I had this conversation with a contractor last year. He was one of those guys that when you talk to, like, you can just tell like they're so fun to be around. This guy was funny, he was just super easygoing, and the guy could sell. He'd been doing construction for like 20 plus years. He was super talented as well. He knew a lot of people in the city, and we were having like a 20-30 minute conversation about how he couldn't find work anywhere. And he was telling me like, David, like, I just need to get you in front of people. If I'm inside of the house, I'm gonna sell. And honestly, I believed him. Like, the guy was good. And so I thought to myself, like, how are there people like this that are just so talented and so charismatic and that can sell, have genuine intentions and genuinely want to help people? They're dry. Like, their calendar is just dry, like they have no work. When there's like companies out there that were started by people that have never lifted a hammer before and they're just absolutely crushing it. To be transparent, like, I think it's a lot of different factors, but I thought to myself and I came to the conclusion that one of the biggest factors is actually the way that they're being presented, the way people look at them before they even talk to them, right? And most people don't even think about this. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of people that are gonna tell you, oh, website is so important, like this is what you have to do. But like, I'll be the first one to tell you, like, if you just wanna have like one kitchen a month or one bathroom, 2 bathrooms a month, 10, 12 kitchens a year, and you want to be at that 6, maybe multi-6 figure level for your construction company, and you're chilling and that's all you want to do, and you do really good work, you can handle the stress and the anxiety that comes from relying on referrals and stuff like that. I'm being genuine when I say, like, you don't need a website. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need anything crazy. You don't need any strategies, any systems like that. Like, you can get away potentially with just like doing good work, getting those first couple of jobs, or probably already have a list of previous clients that you have, just reaching out to them consistently. Hey, do you need work and stuff like that. The type of contractor that this is so important to is you're trying to get to 7 figures, multi-7 figures. If you want to build systems, if you want to eventually like step away from the tools, you want to have a company that scales without you, then this is important. In terms of how to actually do this, like, I want to use a little bit of critical thinking here. What are the main things that people care about when it comes to deciding which company to go for the renovation? The 2 most important things that they care about, one is like the likelihood of everything going well if they work with you. Do I believe that this guy is actually good at what he does? He has genuine intention. He's not going to take my money and run. And 2, do I like this guy as a person? Do I like this guy as a human? Is this person someone I want to do business with and I want in front of my house? I mean, inside of my house. So pretty much, do they trust you and do they trust your company? And do they like your company? Do they like the people in it? So when you're setting up any sort of online presence, Facebook profile, Instagram profile, Google Maps, a website, a portfolio, the main thing that you should be concerned about is like, okay, am I showing proof that we're good at what we do? We have completed many projects and we have never stolen. It sounds weird, but sadly, like, a lot of people are just like very skeptical of contractors out there, especially if you don't have any sort of online presence. Do I have proof that I haven't stolen anything? And do I have people that have been super happy after working with me, right? This is your Google reviews, this is your portfolio pictures, this is your testimonials, this is your client interviews, everything. And 2, am I showing humans here? Am I showing who we are? Am I showing that we like working? Am I showing the way we get along with our customers? Am I showing that I actually care about the job and not just making money for myself? Once you have those things, like, if you think about it, it doesn't matter how fancy your website looks like. I mean, it does matter a little bit. Like, I don't want you to have like shit pictures on your website and like just like a 1987 website template and stuff like that. Like, gotta do a bit of effort. It doesn't matter what sort of marketing you do, like whether it is online or offline, whether it is Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, door-to-door, flyers, community events, cold calls, whatever it is that you do, if you have those things in place and there's a clear way for people to see that before you even show up to their houses, that's how you show up to the house and people already feel like they know you and people already feel like they trust you, and you have to mess something up to not have very good chances of closing that job. I just thought of this. I watched a movie last night, this Adam Sandler movie where like he meets this girl that just has a very short-term memory and every day he has to like get her to fall in love with him again. So eventually he just records a video saying like, hey, this is what happened to you, this is who I am, this is why you like me. I was watching that last night and I was telling my girlfriend like, this is the same thing. This is what people should do. Like, they should grab what people like about them when they meet them in person, and then they should put it in some sort of replicable way where people can just see that over and over and over again without them actually have to be there in person. Like, this is how you scale a company. I'm pretty much humanizing myself as soon as I can to make it way more likely to close the job, right? Let me actually show you some examples of what this looks like just so you can get a little bit of inspiration. I know this is uncomfortable for a lot of contractors to just record themselves, remember to take pictures of the job and stuff like that, but I'm just telling you, like, if you want to scale to 7 figures, multi-7 figures, there's no way around it. You only have have so many hours in a day, you only have so many resources a day, so you have to be able to grab those resources, multiply them so that they can run in the background and people can pretty much get to know you over and over and over again and get to know your work over and over again. They can get an idea of what it's going to be like working with you before they even get a quote from you, right? I'm going to be showing you a website example, an Instagram page example, a Facebook page example, and a Google Maps example. Starting off with a website. This is a client's website, by the way, that we built for them. So I'm going to be blurring out their logos and any personal information just for their privacy. But yeah, I mean, you land here, everything's super nice, super clean, super simple. And then you scroll down here. First thing that you look at is a video of my client, explaining the company, explaining who they are, giving people a vibe of what it's like to work with them and stuff like that, with some B-roll and pictures and videos of their work. You scroll down. I actually flew to meet this client in person a few months back, and I took it as a chance to record a bunch of content for them, videos, pictures, team pictures, and stuff like that. In case you're wondering why I'm in this picture, you can look at one of the crews here. Everyone's smiling, having a good time. And then you scroll down, you see some of the work. You scroll down, you see some FAQs, and then you scroll down, and then you see the portfolio. If you click in each one of these, clients are going to be able to see every single project that we have done related to the specific category, right? Every single bathroom, every single kitchen. And then what a lot of people check out too as well in terms of the website is the About Us page. There I am again. What I like to have here is just more pictures, more vibes, but also like if you want to add a little story of how your company came about, that usually helps out a lot because, and again, like we're trying to humanize ourselves, right? We're trying to position ourselves and our company as someone who can service the clients that we want to service. And by doing this, we're also separating ourselves from 90% of other contractors in the same city because most people don't do this. So if you do this, people are going to start seeing you different as that company and they're more likely to cluster that we talked about. So for the Instagram profile, you want to keep it simple. Like you either have a picture of the company or a picture of yourself. I would recommend just doing the company at first. The other approach is a little different. And then the bio, just state the things that make you different from your competition, your years of experience, state where you're based. If you have 5-star reviews, you can put them on there as well, and how many reviews you have, and any other things that are going to differentiate you from your competition, what services you specialize in as well, your niche. I like to use the highlights to post all of my Google reviews, all of my home stars reviews, Yelp reviews, all of the reviews that I have. I like to screenshot them, post them as a story, and then put them up over here. Any client interviews or anything related to the client, all the proof, I like to put it as the first thing that they're able to click on whenever they land on the Instagram profiles. In terms of the actual feed, some people like to overcomplicate this and go on Canva and then start creating some graphics, or get their girlfriend to start creating some random graphics or reels with some Indian songs or some random stuff like that. You don't have to do all that. The best thing that works is just clean, nice pictures of your work, what you're able to do. That's all people care about. I want to see this guy's portfolio and I want to see his company, what he does, and if I like him. If you offer any other services or anything different like a 3D design, you can also put him up here on the highlight section. And for the link, I usually like to have a link tree that includes all of the most relevant links, like a website, Facebook profile, Instagram profile, all of the online presence, and I can just share that link with clients like, oh yeah, here you go. Oh, you want to check us out? Yeah, here you go. Check us out. Some people like to see the website. Some people like to see the reviews. Some people like to see the Instagram. So this is just convenient. Now, this is an extreme example of what a super dialed in construction company looks like. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you like kind of what the principles are. The bio right here, our work is honest and our homes are forever. Like looks different, but the main thing is like you can see these super professional pictures of their work. Like it's literally just hey, we're able to do this, check us out. And like this guy has a bunch of videos and stuff of himself, his family and stuff, just humanizing himself as much as possible. And on the Facebook page, I do the same thing. Honestly, I just repost everything that I post on Instagram, but on Facebook. Facebook doesn't really matter that much. There's no really a strategy. If we're talking getting leads organically, well, like through organically posting content, that's a whole different conversation. But for now, we're just talking about how to look good, how to position the company online so that no matter how we get leads, they're able to see our work and who we are and like us without them needing to see us in person. And then last, just the Google Maps. Honestly, this is super straightforward. Like the most important thing here is just the reviews. I just pulled up random examples, went over here in Denver and looked up construction company, and there are a bunch of good examples. You don't need much here. Like just focus on getting as many reviews as you can every time you finish a job. You know, you send a review link. You can also automate that and have some sort of system so that whenever people leave a bad review, like it doesn't get automatically posted, because removing bad reviews is a lot harder than just not getting one in the first place. That's the main thing. You can add some of your best pictures over here, some of your best work. Just link all your socials, your main phone number that you take calls from. Make sure you have an actual physical address if possible, instead of like a range. That usually helps with like SEO, and Google starts ranking you higher over other competitors as well. Just as a side note, like I still believe like who you are as a person and your sales skills are more important than this in terms of being able to having success, but not having this, it's just going to make everything way harder. Like it's just going to slow everything down by months, if not years, in terms of of the amount of jobs and the amount of success you're able to have. I just thought about it too, but a lot of people tell me like, David, I don't want to work with cheap people. I don't want to work with people that are just going to be like price shopping or like competing on price. The contractors that complain about competing on price, that are like, oh, but there's always that rookie contractor that's just gonna come over here and it's gonna start charging lower and lower and lower. It's because they don't understand the power of this. And I get it, because this is all still relatively new. But if you only want to work with people that have more money, that have bigger projects, that have bigger houses, prettier houses, that are not gonna complain, that are gonna be like a breeze to work with, then dude, you gotta position your company as a company that these people would like to do business with. That's it. There's no way around it. If you want to be a luxury contractor, then you have to have a luxury online presence. If you only want to get stain and lacquer jobs, then you gotta have stain and lacquer pictures on your thing, and you gotta position yourself as a stain lacquer expert. Like, there has to be a connection between the type of work and the type of people you want to work with and the way you're presenting yourself online. If there's a mismatch there, like, that's how your close rates just plummet. That's how you go months and months and months just struggling, not being able to find work. If you are struggling to get busier, if you are struggling to get work, to build something like this, to have a good online presence, there is a link in the description. You really truly don't have to click it. Like, it's just a video of me explaining how I can help you solve that problem and how my company can help you do that. I don't want to oversell here. I don't want to tell everybody to click it. Just click it if you actually need help with that, and I'll see what I can do. If you like the video, there's also a button for that. If you want to subscribe so that YouTube keeps recommending more videos like this, you can do that as well. I genuinely appreciate you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.